Do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns on goals as you're moving forward? You know, obviously these things, we used them before, they're flexible. So if you have anything, definitely let us know. Now is the time because we're together. We were skimming through and it looks like there's a lot of you guys have started the goals and things are moving along. So
But they're not written in stone, and we will revisit them as we come to those items throughout the year.
yes.
I wasn't really clear on the OER goal. Like, that was the lesson we're gonna do?
Yes. What topic, what lesson? Is it, something that a certain topic that you can never find? Again, my thinking with the OER is, what do you want to find in OER that you haven't been finding? And so what do you do in your own practice that you could put there for yourself, for other librarians, or other related content areas?
Okay. So then is it like kind of an assignment to create that and get it posted now?
No.
Oh, no. It's going to be part of a class.
No.
We just want you thinking ahead, because it might be, like my example with Create a Superhero, it's something that I've done. I've taught it to juniors and seniors. I've taught it to 8th graders. But my thinking now is, well, I've never made that a personalized learning lesson in a virtual format. So that was my goal, to turn that lesson that I've already done, and I love doing it, the kids love it, but to make it more personalized and then virtual. So it doesn't have to be something new. It could be something you've already worked on.
So the OER goal will be something that will it may happen this fall if we don't have Mark do the class, but if Mark does the class, the OER goal will switch over to the spring class and along with the personalized and customized learning. But we will not double the work. It will all just be, it'll be blended. Thank you, Joan. That's the word I want. And so as you're doing that, we just wanted you to kind of get started. Like last year, we had you pick the hacks in the summertime just so that you had them in you'd already thought about it. And so same with the personalized goal. You got a chance to look at the book and see the book and all that. And so now you've gotten into it. And so now when we look at it, so that's all. So it's nothing super stressful. Yes, Carmen, flexible since we don't know the plans. But we will. We will get those nailed down soon so that we don't have anybody up in the air, because I'm over up in the air. Let me share my screen so we can go over the last couple of things and then we will wrap it up. Oh, I shared the wrong screen. Sorry, guys.
That looks interesting.
I can share a link to it. Here's that. That is, they did a couple weeks ago. It's every library. They're partnering with every library, and they did a fake news one a couple weeks ago, and it was fascinating. And then they're doing this protest and disinformation and media literacy, and so it's really cool because of the timeliness of it. So I will drop that in the chat for you guys, just because it is kind of cool. Okay, so coming up next, please take a few minutes to do our training evaluation. And so I will drop that in the chat too. So if you would graduate credit has been, knock on wood, taken care of. I talked to USD and he's like, just send me the rosters and I'll make sure they're entered in right. So we'll see, keeping my fingers crossed. So hopefully we'll get all of those credits handled. And I feel like a broken record, and I am really sorry. USF peeps, I will just ship you over and you'll get added and it's easy. Make sure you request your book by Friday, June 12th. And I've already got 21 requests, so that's exciting. And then we put out there all of the up upcoming courses and events. The dates won't change. Like I said, we may merge 5 and 6 into one and then have Mark do the Future Ready Librarians course with you guys this fall for course 5. But the dates will be the same. So our fall course starts September 1 and it'll end December 1. We are going to have the webinar series utilizing the books that we're going to be sending to you. And so that will be October, November, January, February. And, that is that optional credit. But given that, I mean, like we're doing the PD books, it might be fun just to do it anyways, because I think it's going to be a fun series. Online course 6 will start January 15th and end April 30th. And then we have the TIE conference, which will be in April of 2021 in Rapid City, and hopefully we'll be face-to-face and everything will be good. We've linked you out to the website, and then finally there is a press release for you guys. I really encourage you to take it. It is view only. And so go ahead and make a copy of it, add your name, add your school district, and share it. So please do that, because it's a really great opportunity to promote what you've been doing for your district, and what you can do, what the potential is. So that pretty much wraps it up, doesn't it, Joan?
It does, unless anyone has any questions. And there's no homework, none, until we start our next course on September 1st, unless when you receive your PD book that you're requesting, you might want to read it this summer, but there's nothing required. After today, we're done until September 1st.
Yes.
Well, I mean, as far as reaching out, but we have the Facebook group, so there'll still be places that we can visit with each other on there, and we're always available.
So there's not really a deadline on the goal sheets, but we should be working on filling them out.
Yeah, I mean, the goal sheets for you guys, really, it was an opportunity to, while we were together, be able to talk about them, be able to, think about our goals, and just kind of get that rolling, because I know,
partner up if you wanted to. Yeah.
I always get big inspirations when I'm in a conference, and then I go home and then life happens, and so hopefully this is a chance to kind of get stuff written down and have things done.
Right, but we won't really be doing anything with those again until September 1st.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. It's not written in stone again. Flexible just seems to be our word.
Yeah.
And we know that with just not only, what's going on here, but the whole world.
Thank you.
I'm struggling with goal 2 still. That should be student focused, right?
It's inquiry and personalized learning. Yes. Okay. The topics for your students, inquiry and personalized learning. And PBL can go right into that. It's what Rochelle was talking about when her kids all picked different topics and they were researching. And then they ended up presenting that information back using lots of different tools.
My mindset is just a little like I'm unsure of what's going to happen in the fall. And so it's a little bit of what is realistic and how much effort and time I want to put into something. I don't know. Does that
and
more of a choice board type thing?
That would work. That's personalized learning or virtual. I think right now anything, you should look at like, how could I do that virtually? But also that inquiry and personalized learning, we won't be starting that until January. So you'll have a lot of time and it's flexible. put some initial ideas down now, and then when we actually get there, we might know what our path is, a little more clearly.
Yeah, that's helpful to know. That's very
Yeah.
helpful. Thank you.
Okay, getting kids to do research projects. Are you working with a classroom teacher to do these and get the kids actually to participate, or is library a graded class that is getting them to participate? Oh, it depends. Shelley, do you want to talk a little bit about what you did at West?
Sorry, I was dealing with the press release here.
Priorities.
Yes, priorities. Advocacy, let them know that I am busy even during this time. So I do a lot of collaboration with the classroom teachers. I help with argumentative writing. We talk about the SIRS issue researcher, and I help them find that information. I help with the Wax Museum. They come to the library frequently trying to find sources. And it's pretty involved, and it's much better when you have that collaborative relationship with your teachers.
So
And
you're helping teach the research as part of this classroom project.
Yes.
And you have graded, actually, you have done some of the grading too in one of your, like when you did kind of the electronic resources challenge type of thing with them, right? You kind of did the grading.
Right. We did Edmodo database lessons, and just real quick things going, can you find this? And usually the things they were looking for were things that they were already learning in various classrooms. So it was a supplemental learning to what they were already doing. And I would grade those as well. The thing is, I don't give grades myself, but the teachers would take the grades from those and enter them in as part of their class. And that was part of the collaboration things, because they didn't want their kids to go to the library and think they didn't have to do anything. They could just goof around, and it didn't make any, they wanted them to give the impression that this mattered. This is what we're doing, and this is helping us in our regular classwork.
And then next question is, what do we need to do on the review plan reflect component? Just that, think if you haven't finished up thinking about the goals, thinking about all the things that we have gone over the next couple days. There's nothing you have to submit to us. This was just giving you some time not to have like Zoom fatigue.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing. We are now. I mean, we're just kind of wrapping up, and so this is really. Both Joan and I said, if you need time to work on something or have questions or really want to focus on something, we'll definitely give that time. But at the same time, we wanted to make sure that you had a chance. And today we did not get as many breaks as usual, just because of the way the timing went. But we did give you lunch. Look on the bright side.
Even though it was a little shorter, we had lunch. Or take some time if you haven't yet decided which PD book to look back at some of the material, or Google it.
Or tell us good night and have
You're
a good
done.
afternoon.
Tell us you're done.
You tell us you're done, yeah. But do make sure you do the eval, please.
Because we still have this big IMLS report to write.
Joan, which we should probably write a plan with goals.
It's hanging over our heads, right, Julie?
Yes.
They just don't give